Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. Oh yeah, we got half-inch twisted sisal rope today. It's Survive Knives EDC-4 and Elmax edge retention test time. I asked you guys if you wanted to see it. You guys said yes. So let's freaking get it. This is at 60.5 HRC. Can't wait to see what this thing does. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, you guys. The MagnaCut EDC-4 did 80 cuts. Now for every 10 cuts I do, I'm gonna mark a piece of paper. I'm gonna mark on this piece of paper one line. Let's go ahead and get it. Now this is my first time testing Elmax as far as an edge retention testing goes. I did do a hard use testing with this, and I'll link that video in the description as well so you guys can check that out. It did awesome on both testings. Whoa. Man, I'm telling you, this Elmax right here, it feels so good. I like Elmax a lot. I'd like to see this thing get at least 90 cuts. That'd be cool. Because the MagnaCut EDC-4 did 80. The Joker Knives Nomad 6.5 did 80 on a used edge, which is crazy. And that's N695 with the convex. I've told people that the convex edge ain't nothing to play with. Most people didn't listen to me, but once I did that test, I'm pretty sure I made a bunch of people a believer. Part of me feels like I should be using a thinner rope because you get more cuts and it's easier to do the cuts with. Sorry about that interruption there. I had some important matters pop up. We're going to go ahead and give it 2 more cuts. I don't know if I was at 8 or 9 cuts. This right here has to make it 10 now. Let's go ahead and mark it down and see what it's got here. Now, I do want to say something before we go any farther. I put this edge on here myself. A little shiny, a little something looking good, you see. Now, I went to, I want to say 800 grit. Then I hit it with a ceramic. Then I stropped it up. Let's see if it'll still cut paper. No issues. Let's continue. It's cutting through this paper like a champ. No hiccups, no anything. I want to point out that the crown spine on these EDC-4s is extremely comfortable on your finger. Now, I'll say now that this is biting a little bit better than the MagnaCut EDC-4, but nowhere near as good as the Joker Nomad 6.5. But still biting good, though. Still biting good. Do not get it twisted. Still biting good. The more testing I do, rope cut wise, the more I learn. That goes for all testing in general. The more you do, the more you learn. You get a better feel for your knife and for the activity and what to expect. Down. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Matter of fact, let's get a new piece of paper. What the hell? What's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Oh, okay. There we go. Never mind. It's just acting weird. Yeah, that's so weird. I am going to redo this testing as time goes. I'll put a different edge on the steels and I'll find out if me going with a lower grit helps or me going with a higher grit helps. Something tells me a more toothy edge may very well be a little bit more helpful. Maybe a 600 grit edge without a ceramic, just dropping it after 600 grit. Starting to get a little bit of pain right there. It's definitely beginning to take a significant amount of pressure to get this knife to go through. It's beginning to lose its bite a little bit. Not extremely bad, but I think you guys are starting to tell the difference in my cutting. The fuck? How weird is this paper? I don't know what the hell the deal is with it.
It's so freaking weird.
So I forgot to mention this earlier on. I did say that I put the edge on myself and that it was an 800 grit edge to a ceramic to stropping, but I didn't mention the angle of the actual edge. It's at about a 17-degree edge angle. I think that's appropriate for this steel and this blade geometry, but maybe me laying it back just a little bit more may be of benefit. I'm not sure yet. I would like to figure this thing out because I am kind of perplexed. You'll see as time goes, I get a little bit more perplexed. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's been giving me a hard time.
Oh yeah, it's because I was leaning. I brought it in about 6 inches maybe.
It's done nothing to... I have to point out that this rope is doing absolutely nothing to the edge. The edge isn't hicking up. It isn't beginning to catch. It's having zero issues. I'm talking Elmax is performing good. The issue is not the steel. It's more along the lines of maybe me reaching in too far for my cut because of the way that I have to cut, because of the way I have the camera stand set up and all that stuff. I need to figure it out because this is perplexing. One of the theories I'd like to put to test is the old school theory of carbon steels are better than stainless steels. Now today, our stainless steels came such a long way, and they've actually kind of become the go-to steels for a lot of us.
It
just won't cut the it won't cut the rope. Let me see something real quick. I just want to see something. Look, I mean, come on now. That's crazy. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, what in the hell did I just get a Bark River out and do a cut for? I just wanted to see something real quick. Hey, it's my show. I run it how I want. Get used to it. That's the way we do things here. What's the point, EDC? Nothing is professional. We just do it how we do it. And if you don't like it, hey, I don't know what to tell you. But for those of you who do, fist bump to you. Okay, so it's starting to kind of lose its bite at this point, which isn't something that I expected. I kind of expected it to keep going for a little bit longer. Now, I just want to point out that the knife is cutting paper super easy with no issues still. But the problem is it doesn't have the bite to go through the rope as easily as it did when it first started, or as easily as some of the other steels that I've tested and cut ropes with. I'm just kind of confused here. This is a confusing thing to me. I will figure this out. We will get to the bottom of this. That's what we'll do here. We're not going to stop testing until we figure this out. That's a fact. No hiccups. I just don't understand. Look at this. Why is this not cutting the rope? But it has no problem cutting paper. I just don't get it. Look at this. Watch. Not that. What is going on here? Look. It has no issue cutting paper, no hiccups, but it seems like it ain't got no bite right here. None at all. I'm going to continue, though. No one ever told me doing a knife channel would be easy. No one ever told me cutting a whole shit ton of rope would be easy either. I kind of thought it would, but it's proving to be otherwise. It's also proven that these guys with the motorcycles just love riding around. I've been trying to voice over around there revving the motorcycles and stuff. But, hey, they're having fun. You can't knock a guy for having fun. All right, that's it. So we got 53 cuts. 60, 73 cuts. It just ain't cutting the rope no more. It just isn't. I don't understand what the hell's going on here. Has no issues at all cutting paper. It doesn't have any hiccups on the paper or nothing. I know it looks like I'm having an issue cutting it. Look at that. Come on now. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? It has no issue. It's not even hicking up on the paper. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know what to say. I don't understand this. It's weird. I feel like if this thing still had the bite to continue cutting the rope, that it would still have a considerable amount of cuts left. I don't know. If anybody knows what the deal is, let me know, because this is really odd. This is the second time that I've had a knife that doesn't want to cut the rope, but has no issue really cutting paper. I mean, I'm struggling to cut this rope. I want to mention that there's several variations of the EDC-4. This exact one happens to be the saber ground version. They do have a flat ground version, and I'm pretty sure that that nice, really tall flat grind is going to pass through materials considerably easier. So keep that in mind if you're looking for one. They do have several variations of the EDC-4. I definitely want to say that I'm very impressed with these EDC-4s. I really think they look good, they feel good, they perform good. The shape of the knife is very useful for EDC tasks. It's got a kind of a downward canted point, really nice and pointy, good thin geometry, good ergonomics. They feel good in hand, and if you check out my hard use demonstrations, you'll see that these things can take an abuse. Don't get it. Look at that. It just ain't trying to go. Will it cut right here? It cuts it down here at the rear. What about the tip? I just don't understand what's going on. It ain't trying to cut the rope right here where I've been cutting. I don't get it, you guys. This one's baffling me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to chill for right now. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel. You guys are freaking awesome. Fist bump to you. Survive Knives, EDC-4, and Elmax. I'm going to add on, we're going to say that this thing got 76 cuts before I gave up. Not that it won't cut paper, because, I mean, it does still cut paper. But, I mean, not that you can tell because I ain't got no good paper. Look at that. No issues, no hicking up, but it ain't cutting the rope no more, so it is what it is. I appreciate all the support. You guys are freaking awesome. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. Take it easy and stay greasy. Peace.